This man?
Yes, his name is Victor. I called him Vic for short.
We'll call him that too. How do you know the Vic?
We were lovers.
It's starting to look like suicide to me, Horio.
Yes. But we won't know for sure until we get the report from the ME.
Ooh, looks like somebody's been taking real good care of their body.
Can you determine the cause of death, Falex?
I'll have to determine stomach content first. It's a yeasty, doughy taste. It's tomato, pepperoni, and cheese. Double cheese! Horio, I think my sweetie here ate a frozen microwave pizza about 2 hours ago.
Possible poisoning, eh? Cyote, see if you can find out what he wanted on his tombstone.
Right, Horio.
That's his apartment, right up there.
I'll start there then.
What else have you got, Falex?
The cause of death was made by this single hole right here. It was made by this giant cylindrical ball.
Good work, Falex.
Positive for blood, ho.
Yes, and this blood is very fresh. Caliber! What do you make of this, Caliber?
It's a .505 Remington black powder Civil War cannon replica, fired using 1,200 grains of F2 Remington black powder. It was fired from a distance of 3 feet.
Interesting. Durracell, get this evidence to the lab. Wait. I want you to get a sample of this trace, too.
I'll get right on it. The blood on the cannonball matches that of the victims.
The trace was granular. 6 parts nitrogen, 6 parts potassium, and 6 parts phosphorus.
Nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus. In equal amounts of 6. Those are the ingredients of 666 fertilizer. Interesting. Wait! Shh! Does anybody else hear that?
What?
That. It sounds like it's getting closer.
I don't hear anything.
It stopped. I surely hope it wasn't our ratings.
Help, police! Tim has been murdered! First Vic and now Tim! How many more of my lovers will fall victim?
A second victim. Do you think they're related, Horio?
We would need a DNA test to know for sure. Caliber.
I just finished searching this whole apartment, Horio. We got nothing.
Too bad. I've got something else for you, too.
Horio? Who is this?
That's the second Vic, Tim.
Another victim. Have we found out his name?
Yes.
What is it?
I told you his name. And the autopsy shows conclusively that Vic's life was terminated in a murder. That makes him a Tim.
He's a what? A Tim?
Yes. Terminated in murder, Tim.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. That's standard CSI language. You'll pick it up. Eventually.
Well, who is that then?
That's the second Vic, Tim.
I know that. Who is he?
Tim!
I thought you said he was the Tim.
He is the Tim. He was terminated in a murder, wasn't he?
Well, was he terminated in a murder?
We won't know until the autopsy. He could be the victim of an accident. For now, he's just a Vic.
Victim?
Yes, that's right.
So, we have 2 victims.
No, one victim. Him.
Then who is he?
That's Vic. He's a Tim.
His name is Vic. I thought it was just Vic.
His name is just Vic. If his name was Vic, then he would be Vic. But he would still be a Tim.
So who is he?
That's the second Vic, Tim.
Victim number 2?
No, there's only one Vic Tim.
I thought there were 2 victims.
They are! Vic and Vic Tim.
So hold on, let me get this straight. We came out here and we found the first Vic Tim.
Right.
And then we came out and we found the second Vic Tim.
Right.
Let me finish.
Finish what? That's it. He's the second Vic, Tim. There are no others.
Have you found out his name?
I told you his name.
You told me Vic's name.
I told you both Vic's names.
Oh, you found out Vic's last name.
No, just his first name, Vic.
You just said you found out both of Vic's names.
Vic, Tim.
Victims!
What?
Victims, there are 2 of them, aren't there?
1, 2. Can't you see?
I'm so confused.
Look, it's very simple. He's the first Vic. Vic! He's a Tim.
And he's a victim?
No! He's a victim!
I thought they were both victims!
They are!
So what you're saying is that there are 2 victims, but only one victim. Vic is a Tim and Tim is a Vic. Only Tim isn't a Tim, but Vic is a Vic and a Tim?
Now you're catching on.
Ha, you're nuts.
That's right. Nuts about solving crimes. Now, take this knife to the lab. And see if you can find out if our Vic here is a victim Tim.
I thought he was the Vic. I mean, Tim.
Don't! Just go to the lab, Coyote.
Right. I'm so confused.
Judging by the spreading pattern on this trace, and the speed that a trace spreader would have to travel to throw this pattern, I'd estimate that the killer can't be more than 60 feet from this position. Let's follow this lead and see where it leads us, shall we?
Todd!
Where were you 6 minutes ago, Todd?
I don't recall. What's with all these questions?
You have nothing to hide. I'm sure you won't mind giving us a little DNA.
You're under suspicion for murder, Todd. I'm gonna need to search your fertilizer dumper.
Not without a warrant, cop!
Here's a search warrant to search your fertilizer dumper. And your cannon.
Oh, we got something in here.
Dump it out. A perfect match.
The fertilizer in the dumper is all granular, Horio.
This is the cannon that was used in the murder, Todd.
Well, it wasn't me that shot this cannon. I haven't shot it in years.
I bet a GSR will tell us a different story.
It's turning blue, Horio. Positive for gunshot residue.
We've established opportunity and the means. All we need now is motive, and we've got an airtight case. Why did you do it, Todd?
I didn't.
You did.
Did not.
Did too.
Didn't.
Did. Times infinity.
You ain't got nothing on me, copper. Nothing.
Punks like you always slip up, and when you do, I'll be there. I'm gonna be your worst nightmare, Todd.
No joy on the knife, Horio. Somehow down at the lab it got contaminated in peanut butter. All evidence on it was destroyed.
That's not good, Cyote. That knife is the only evidence we have for an airtight case.
Hey, where'd you find my knife at?
That's the knife that links you to the murder. What do you think about that, Todd?
All right. Yeah, I did it. But they deserve to die. They were sleeping with my wife.
Take him away. Wait! Sandra. I suspect that's the woman who called the police after the murders.
Yeah, she's my wife.
CSI Caliber. Okay, we'll be right there. Horio, there's been another homicide on 5th Street.
The job of a CSI agent is never done. Let's go.